Hello everybody. I'm just gonna do a quick video on something that people have been asking about. How the heck did we turn our minivan, our normal 2010 Honda Odyssey, into a camper van that actually slept all 5 of us? We have 3 kids between the ages of 5 and 10, and we all 5 slept in here for a few nights when we went out to the Badlands. So there's basically 2 modes, driving mode and sleeping mode. Let me just show you what those mean, and you can poke holes in all of my amateur construction because this is the first time I've ever done anything like this. It turned out decent, but still have work to do. All right, so you're not really going to see it packed like we normally pack it to the brim because we've already started to unpack a little bit, but these are the cushions I got that fold out. They're 25 by 75 inches. We got 2 of them, so it's 50 inches wide, 75 inches long. That'll go on top there eventually, and we put our 1 suitcase here. We put all of our bedding on top of here because in sleeping mode, obviously the bedding goes where we need to sleep, and then the only thing I need to move from back here is this, and we put it in the front seat. Okay, around the side here, we actually don't use this door to go in and out. I use bungee cords to hang things. I've got this as part of my normal camping gear with all of our hammocks. I've got my kind of hiking backpack, some hats, and we keep 5 gallons of water at all times so we can fill up even along our driving route. We don't need to stop. And then through here we put our cooler, we put all of our gear basically. I don't like to put a bunch of stuff on top so I can still see out the back, but we put a bunch of stuff through the middle here, and keep in mind all that stuff needs to move somewhere when we go into sleeping mode. So eventually we'll probably get a car top carrier to carry more stuff so we're not shuffling stuff around between driving mode and sleeping mode. But for our first time out, it worked pretty darn good. All right, let's take a look at the cockpit here. So we just got back last night at midnight, so it's definitely a little bit cluttered here, but typically I'm able to use the car holders here. I want to talk about power a little bit. This is a very, very handy power inverter. You plug it into your 12-volt cigarette lighter there, and it gives you all kinds of power by Best Tech. So I've got a couple different USB things. We want to charge our phones, charge some other things at the same time, and at sleeping mode I'm able to take our LED lights and put them, because they're basically USB LED lights. I can plug those in here and have those running not on the car battery, but during sleeping mode I will take out that inverter from the car and I'll plug it into our backup battery here, which sometimes I take out, put on the seat. But this is a jump starting 12-volt battery by Die Hard. It's good for jumping your car, always good to have in the remote of places. And then I will actually trickle charge that and keep that charging from the back of the car as we drive with the plug in there. We got bungee cords holding in the chair. We got bungee cords that act as a curtain hang. Bungee cord that holds in the cooler. I got bungee cords everywhere. I love bungee cords. I put another bungee cord up front here when I do my front curtain, and I actually hang a fan from there when we go into sleeping mode. Bungee cords. I could never have enough bungee cords. All right, so here's like an essential piece of the camping rig here. This is the camping box that I built last year. I gotta put the coffee back in here. This is actually my fan that I hang from the ceiling when we sleep. I got first aid, I got our stove, I've got our dishes kind of in that other box over there. Oh, I haven't put my South Dakota stickers on this thing yet, but this thing is actually super helpful. I'll take it out of the car sometimes, but for sleeping mode, I actually put it in the middle of the car, and both of my platforms share it as support. All right, I've cleared out a little bit of gear here. You can see I still need to take out my booster seats out of the back here because I do need to fold down this 3rd row. And getting back from a trip, you can see how much mess we have. I got my, oh, this is my little girl's seat here. Got a couple chicken nuggets from last night, and she wrote her name. I actually might have a couple of these. I'm getting a little hungry here. All right, so almost done with the cleanup. And you can see we do need everything bare. We need to clear out all the gear before we fold everything down. I'm ready to actually unhook this bungee cord that keeps that second platform from staying put and pull the second platform out. One note I will make, we've slept with 5 people, 2 on top and 3 on bottom for this. One thing we might do if there's less people, maybe 3 or even 4, is get rid of the second platform, have a smaller loft on top, and then have the whole bottom for the big people, for a bigger mattress. So there's a couple different configurations, but this is the point where I need to take this second platform, move it back, and you'll see the full bed on top. All right, so Shane's up on top here, but this is actually where Alicia and I sleep together. And then Shane has his own, he calls it his own room, because we put his own mattress down here. Now it's in front of the camping box here, and then the other 2 end up sleeping back here. I can put like a blow up camping pad here on this side of the support, and then another one here on that side of the support. We got 2 in back, 2 kids in back of the camping box, 1 in front, and 2 adults on top. Mind you, the gear and the luggage and the car seats need to go somewhere. Sometimes we put stuff under the car, sometimes we put stuff in the cockpit, but they do need to go somewhere, which is why eventually I think we'll probably load some stuff on top of the car here. All right, the last thing I'll say is this. One other thing we pull out here is fold up screens. I actually roll these screens up. It's kind of like the screen you would get from like a screen door, and I will put a cutout of that over this window that's already down and hang it on with like magnets. I'll put magnets along the metal framing here, so you have a screen window there. And eventually, it's not perfect yet, eventually I want to do the same thing with the back. All right, everybody, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this quick little tutorial for those that were asking about it. It's pretty quick and dirty. I've got a lot of work to do to make things a little bit better here and there, but it's a good starting place to basically buy some plywood, some 4x4s, some actually some budget lumber as well, and put about 35 bucks worth of wood into it, maybe 10, 15 bucks worth of cables and extension cords and lighting and things like that, and then using kind of what I already had around for camping anyway. Camping box, tons of bungee cords, and make your own setup. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be like mine, it just has to be functional for how you use it. And happy trails. I don't know why I said happy trails. All right, happy trails, bye.